presence of your mind.
Put your hands together and
Welcome. Yo, Mo in the deep end. And Shizzy, West, Nut.
My balls are tingling.
I always picture that being right outside Roseman Ranch's place, you know?
I do.
It's got the mini horses and everything.
I know. Mr. Mo is like, okay, so when are you ending? Because he's finally found a hobby he would like to look into. And here I was thinking like 40K Warhammer, building wooden boats. He wants to become a gem cutter.
Gem cutter. Huh.
And I was like, there's a lot of math, and I think like that one where you do the shapes, he's like, it's called geometry. I was like, yeah. He's like, I love geometry and math. I was like, ew.
Ew.
I was like, wait, does that mean I can send you replicas of Sailor Moon stuff and you can make them out of fancy jewels? And he's like,
yeah.
I guess. I was like, I approve this hobby. I'm over here like mocking up. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get these in little opal for the little hair baubles. And he's like, well, we're going to a gem and rocks show.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Let's do it.
He's like, I was like, sure. And
so, I was walking with my wife last night, we evening walk, and all of a sudden she hears a very familiar sound, and it goes back to, what is it, Italy or France? Okay, it was France. So we went to this place in France. We stayed one night. I think it's like an old castle or something like that. It was like our splurge kind of thing. And they had they grew their own food, like vegetables and stuff like that, and they had their own chickens and cows and all kinds of stuff.
Did you get to pick the one for dinner?
No.
Dang.
We actually didn't eat there because it was a Michelin star and it was really damn expensive. And we were just like, yeah, we can't afford this.
The food is like this big. I'm like, I could get a full Baconator for 15 euros. What the heck?
I wish. No, you can't even get those there. Just like, where
That's
we were
why
at,
America's the best.
So it was, we're walking along, we see a couple of asses, and they're just sort of hanging out, and they're, and my wife is like, oh, and they, they're just sort of, doing their thing. They're just looking at you like, what the hell are you doing in my neighborhood? So on the property, if you ever seen like a steamship where they have the big, huge pipes that come out, but they sort of come out at an angle.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so those are actually to intake air and exhaust. I can't remember which one it is, but that's what those big huge pipes are for, is because down in the engine rooms that has to exhaust out. And as we're walking, I see these things sitting out there almost like yard art, and they're enormous. And I was like, holy cow! And I stick my head like in it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this goes all the way down. Must be a cellar down there. And so my wife, she walks over because she was like, lift me up, I want to see. So I lift her up, and as soon as she sticks her head in there, one of those asses let out a bay, and she jumped back so hard that she knocked me over trying to get away from this thing because she didn't know what was coming out of that thing. Now, it was the funniest thing. And of course, the ass is over there just, and my wife is like, oh my God, I thought there was a monster coming out of there. I'm like, you're not like 10 years old anymore, sweetheart. Why would you think a monster is coming out? She goes, I've never heard an ass do that, because she didn't grow up around that kind of noise.
It makes sense. I would have probably done the same thing.
Yes. Well, it was funny. We still laugh about it today, but we were walking yesterday, and my wife heard that noise, and she goes, someone has a donkey in this neighborhood. And I was like, And she said it really loud. And I said, no, sweetheart, I think that guy was laughing at something.
That does sound like something I would do. Like, who has a donkey in residential? You're like, do they have zoning permits for that?
Yeah, she was just like, oh my God. She was like, I feel so embarrassed. I was like, I mean, they might have a donkey. I don't know. I mean, it could have been just a chicken that you heard, you know, a rooster, like with a really bad whatever. But it was just, you know, just the look on her face, like, because this guy was garbage can back to the curb or something like that. And he might have been talking on the phone. So he might have, he might have heard her say that.
It's his wife. It was his wife's laugh, and now you're gonna have to defend your honor. I expect a dueling challenge to be at Shizzy's door.
Oh God. Oh, it's you cannot make this stuff up.
Well, something that you can't make up is how the internet is reacting to former President Obama's new presidential library. Barack Obama is facing the wrath of the internet over his non-traditional presidential library being erected in Chicago. Now, internet users liken the looming concrete and granite building to something seen in the Star Wars cinematic universe, a cartoon lair, and even a trash can. An X-thread making fun of the building's unusual facade was started by none other than Ted Cruz, which, I mean, okie dokie.
Well,
So this is what the building is going to look like eventually.
oh my
And
God.
this is what the internet thinks of that place.
Well, and I mean, you know, I'm sorry, you know, it's the same way. Think about this. I don't like the look of prisons. I don't think anybody likes the look of
No.
prisons. And you look at almost all the like schools, and they look like prisons. And that you know, and that building looks like a supermax prison is what it looks like.
It does. It doesn't look warm and friendly and inviting. It looks very austere, cold,
Well,
oddly shaped.
Well, and see, I've been to the Carter Center. That's Jimmy Carter's presidential library, which is in little, like near Little Five Points. I've been to that. That looks really nice. I mean, it's just, but this year just looks like a supermax prison.
It does. So we've got Star Wars: The Last Hope being filmed in Chicago, which I would actually, you know, take it away from Disney. I'd be willing to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Doofenshmirtz Tower of Evil incorporated from Phineas and Ferb. And then a trash can.
Oh. Oh.
So the week could be going better for the presidential library.
They'll still get it built. Maybe they'll put some flowers on it or something, you know, to
I mean,
liven it up.
the internet will allow this forward. Speaking of things that aren't going to be allowed forward, though, well, Patricia Krenwinkel. Who'd have thunk that she still doesn't take responsibility for her actions?
Well,
She's only had about 60 years to figure it out.
and she still is spewing the same thing.
So the governor, Gavin Newsom, reversed the parole board's decision to release Patricia Krenwinkel. Now, I guess the governor's board did a deeper investigation, and it still shows that after all these years, she continues to not realize that, you know, Charles Manson wasn't in charge, that she has to take onus of what she did, you know, during the culty stuff that she's in prison for. And she still continues to kind of say, well, I fell in with a bad crowd and things like that. I never meant to do anything. Normally I wouldn't. So Governor Newsom doing something cogent for once.
Well, I mean, I guess it would be pretty bad optics if you didn't, you know. I'm just saying that. Oh, This is hilarious. If anybody has kids, you might understand this.
No, the question is, what did you do?
What?
What did you do?
I wanna.
And so Daddy had to pull the toilet up. I had to pull the toilet up because it wouldn't flush. And y'all won't believe what this boy had put in the toilet. Which I'm going to have to grab it out and show y'all and just add it to the video. But look at this. Y'all are going to laugh
Why, yeah?
really bad or really hard at what this boy put in this toilet. Alright. Oh my goodness. Wow. The boy put fake toy poop in the toilet. And it has stopped it up where we couldn't actually take a dump in our toilet. Have kids, they said. Be fun, they said. It really is fun. Anyways, glad it wasn't nothing worse. Follow for more crazy adventures. Wow. Put a lot of bleach on that, didn't we? I was like trying to bleach it and figure out what is in the toilet. Yeah, that don't look the same. I think we can thank Lisa Jordan and Brandon Jordan for this. We still have this and it's still causing problems years later. Thanks, guys. Got it.
When I saw that this morning, I was just like, well, I mean, the kid did the right thing. He threw the poo in the toilet.
Scammers have made a fortune creating AI-created miracle prayers to, well, trick gullible believers.
Oh no.
Brazilian police recently arrested 35 people in connection with an elaborate scam that involved selling people AI-created prayers for an average of $10 per prayer.
I'm in the wrong business.
I know. What the hell were we
How is
thinking,
that a scam,
Shizzy?
though? How is that a scam? I mean,
Well, when AI forgets if it's Jesus or Santa, you're supposed to be praying too. I mean, there are some glitches. The scam ring operated out of Nipolis or Nilopos. Look, somewhere in Brazil that I can't pronounce. And I'm pretty sure I just created 2 hate crimes trying to, so no. In some region, again, I'm not going to try to pronounce, for 2 years before being brought down by the police. Now, its members ran a sort of call center that connected Catholics via phone and tried to learn as much about them as possible, then sold them AI-generated personalized prayers capable of curing illnesses, improving lives, for just about $10. Some of the victims were so impressed by the prayers they heard that they paid for several others after that. Now, many people, moved by what they believed to be a spiritual gesture, paid larger sums, convinced that they were receiving supernatural help.
I mean, if you're that gullible, I don't see it as a
Welcome to
scam.
Mo
I
and
mean,
Shizzy's Confessional, where we talk to God and ChatGPT and give you prayers for $10
yes,
each.
$10 a pop. I'll do prayers all day long for people. You know,
Yeah.
whatever Santa you want to pray to.
Yes. Now, artificial intelligence has the potential to improve lives of billions around the world, but in the wrong hands, it could cause problems. Now, in this case, an AI agent helped scammers manipulate hundreds, if not thousands, of victims by churning out moving prayers that they then sold to their victims. The civil police of Rio de Janeiro said they believe that the scammers have been operating for at least a couple years. The gang recruited its victims through social media, where a pastor, identified as the group's leader, would post motivational messages and invite users to contact him to receive a miracle or divine revelation.
Well, I
Now,
don't know
once
about a miracle or divine revelation, but I don't see anything wrong with, giving someone a prayer, if it's helpful to them, makes them feel better.
I think it's the promising it will cure cancer bit that
Yeah,
people
That one I don't see being good. Shizzy claws.
That's true. Now, the 35 suspects in the case have been charged with fraud and criminal conspiracy, but police have requested that victims continue to report to the police station to formalize their complaints in order to build a stronger case. Now, after analyzing the scammers' modus operandi, the police created a long-standing success of the operation to the evolving AI, which was adapted to focus on each of the specific clients. So, there
Okay.
you go. Apparently, the police are now handing out prayers for free.
Well, I don't like I said I don't see too much wrong with handing out prayers. Well, the curing of cancer, that's something different. I don't
The
see this being good.
archdiocese was on the phone. They're taking away the ties.
Well, I mean, that is on her. I mean, but people are scammed pretty easily, even by their own family. You know that.
Fair point. I mean, yeah.
Like this one right here.
Been married over 20 years.
You said you've been married 20 years?
Over 20 years. It should be real.
Not gonna lie, I don't think
Yeah, do it again.
I'm doing it.
Do it again.
Alright.
So how you know? Do it again.
It's supposed to make a beep noise.
This thing is real. So what you telling? What? No, it wasn't real. And you still gave it to me after 20 years?
I hope so.
You hope so. Alright, hold on. I think
Real, right?
this is fake.
I got this kid in my room telling me that my ring isn't real. Are you kidding me right now? Is it real or is it not real? How do you, I don't understand.
And that's why they got them 3 stones there. But they all real, so you go ahead and test them out.
Alright, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
Alright, let's see.
Bam! What I tell you? What I tell you? What I tell you? Come on, get this one right here. Get this one
This
right
one? Alright. Oh, hold up. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's real.
here. What you mean you don't think it's real?
It's supposed to make a
But
beep noise.
man, that's after I had been married 20 years. That's the anniversary ring. I know that one real.
Nah, I'm sorry, I think it's glass.
You think it's glass? Hold on, let me talk to my husband.
This child just
He's
started
embarrassing me talking about it not
27
real.
snapped episodes.
Okay, I tell you what. I got to go right now, but we're gonna talk when I get home.
We gotta talk when I get home.
Because that's what oh, good Lord. This is not good.
Oh.
Well, if you do take protein shakes, you might want to check yourself for lead. If you've been bulking up for the gym, apparently that might not be the best idea. High protein foods have been trending recently, promising to help build muscle, boost bone mass, and make you feel full longer, which real protein can do.
Yes.
So I nearly spit out my smoothie when I read a new study from Consumer Reports that found that many popular protein powders contain more lead per serving than the experts advise consuming in a single day. How much lead? I didn't think we were supposed to have any lead. God bless America for being like, it's good enough.
Kids ate paint chips as, if you had a kid that would eat paint chips, it was always bad. And it was because there was lead in it. Like lead-based paint was bad for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now they're feeding it to them. Are they trying to make them more, a little more on the short bus side?
Well, now the plant-based protein powders tend to contain the highest lead levels. So I will tell you guys, I use egg white protein if I use any protein because it has the less kind of contaminant. And now it's expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. And I haven't bought it in a while because I'm not actively working out. So extra protein when I'm being somewhat more sedentary will add to weight gain. That's what they don't tell you. They're like, eat more protein. And you see these guys like drinking the shakes and they look like Cartman because,
Yeah.
protein will still turn into stored fat. Big gains. While animal and whey-based options tended to be on the lower side, there's a lot that they have to manipulate in the plant protein in order to get those protein sources to be bioavailable. So, I'm just saying, if you do protein shakes, you might want to look at the consumer report to make sure you don't end up like Tommy Boy.
Yes.
Although that's my favorite line. And I sometimes, I know Mr. Mo looks at me and I look at him and I'm like, did you eat lead paint as a child? And then I'll just be like, fat guy in a little coat.
Oh, those two were so good together. That was the best part
loved
about
them. Yeah.
because you would be so straight faced. You're just be doing everything that you could to make him laugh.
This sounds like a really, really bad idea, but I kind of want to film it. Meet the special kind of idiot running the Taco Bell Ultra Marathon, where competitors eat the chain 9 times during the race.
Now, this isn't a new thing. I'll see if I can find the story on it. Go ahead.
I did not know there was an ultra marathon with Taco Bell. This is such a bad idea. You vaguely lease Taco Bell. You do not even rent Taco Bell. It is like a lease and they revoke your credit after 2 hours.
Oh
Move
my
over
God.
Dunkin' Donuts. American runs on Taco Bell, or at least a certain subset of iron-gutted ultra runners do. On Saturday, October 5th, about 1,200 registrants are expected to toe the line at the 8th annual International Taco Bell 50K Ultra Marathon, a queasy urban adventure that challenges the quads and colon in equal measure. Now, the Denver-based race, which is neither officially endorsed or affiliated with the Taco Bell Corporation, invites what one participant calls a special type of idiot to run the 31-mile course and eat at 9 out of 10 Taco Bells along the way. The runners must order a real food item, drinks do not count, and consume a Chalupa Supreme or a Crunchwrap Supreme by stop number 4. By the 8th stop, these fast foodies must devour a Burrito Supreme or Nachos Bel Grande, being about 750 calories of food while you're running. Now, they're required to do all this within 11 hours without on-course performing enhancing drugs. Like, what are you going to...
I've got you beat. You go ahead, finish your story.
Like Pepto-Bismol or Alka-Seltzer. Now, while the official rules don't forbid, upchucking, for full street cred, you must keep it all down. Ultimately, there are no winners, only survivors. The point to do something the event website says is completely stupid. That was the mission that Nathan Gusty, a 38-year-old software engineer from Brooklyn, took on. He took up running in his 20s, lost 75 pounds, and became the kind of person who loves running so much that he'll just, burst into karaoke sessions while doing this. These people are aliens. As a Catillion, if you like to fun run, we're getting DNA testing on you.
I've still got you beat, Mo. You got to share my
know.
screen. This is so good. In France, they have the Marathon de Chateau de Médoc. Okay.
What?
This
I'm loving this.
This is one where you do a run. It is a marathon. You have a limited time to do it, but you get to stop at different vineyards and drink. Okay. And sample their wines.
I feel
in the
like
Murdoch
the French
region.
would be insulted if I added Diet Sprite to any of the wines.
No, could you imagine? You get some of the finest wines and some of the, but it is a marathon. It's like, I think you have 12 hours to complete it, but could you imagine you're running and drinking and running?
I can barely fight gravity while sober.
But this is like they're in 2025. Look, see, these are the people. Like, they're out here running and just get that. It's a big thing. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, if it were like a scooter ride or a Segway ride, I'd probably be more dangerous, but I would definitely join.
But they're running through wine country in France. Come on.
Oh my God, if I actually get an emotional support ass, I could just ride my donkey.
Yes.
They'd be like, what's going on? No, she's my emotional support ass, also my transportation.
But this is a big thing. So Taco Bell really isn't that far off.
Well, but this isn't even affiliated with Taco Bell. This is like something that three stone friends came together and thought about and now torture people with. These are the Sam Hydes that haven't made their own YouTube channel.
Ah, no. And my wife said, "You want to go do this?" I was like, "Oh hell no, that's not going to happen." I'll
But
stop
we
in the
could get you
first.
a tutu. That would be awesome.
No, no, this body is not made for a tutu.
This body isn't made for running.
I can do the run, but there's no way. Getting drunk while running?
I mean, that's the only way I'd be running. They'd be like, ma'am, on your pace, you're going to make this in 8 hours. Look, I only have to make it to the first stop, sir.
No, I think they have a limit on how long it takes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. My general limit would be like 3 weeks to complete. I put my couch to 2K on, and I'm like, no, I get to walk for 3 minutes, you bastards.
Oh God. Oh, only the friends. Only the friends.
Well, I mean, that's why we love them and make fun of them.
Yes. God, no.
I have questions. As a not man, I don't know if this is real, but I say I'm sorry.
What?
These men are experiencing menopause. They came out stronger than ever after fatigue and libido struggles.
Um, they
Now he
look.
looks like someone Melissa Etheridge would date.
Yes, that's sort of what I'm saying. Is like,
He
it
drives
looks
a
like
Subaru.
looks like he's missing a little bit of testosterone there in the first place.
Just a scotch.
Just a scotch.
A coaching psychologist, James David, as he neared the big 5-0, found himself burning out faster than the candles on his birthday cake. It was actually my wife, Claire, that noticed I was becoming more withdrawn and struggling more to focus, and I was lacking that get up and go. You're 50?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Eat more steak?
yeah, I mean, if you're lacking some get up and go, then what you do is you get up and go and, build up yourself. Just
Yeah. I actually checked in with myself.
checked
You
in
can
with
tell he's
yourself.
a therapist. It's like, look, I took myself to the couch and I talked to me about how I was experiencing things. And I realized I felt low and a little apathetic. Life had gone a bit flat and I was struggling for motivation and direction to work with. Everyone has this. I don't know. Sometimes you just feel meh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if
Well,
you feel meh for a longer period of time, then
yeah.
yeah, go see a doctor or psychologist or whatever you need. But self check in, I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, it turned out that he was going through andropause, known as male menopause or manopause. That would explain Mr. Mo's cravings and crying in the bathroom.
No, it could be from so much sex. No.
That too. But he did ask to watch Terms of Endearment. I might need to check his T levels.
Yeah, you might need to check his T levels if he's wanting to watch that.
No, I'm joking. He didn't want, he did want to watch, or he went to watch Tron and he was like, even our 13-year-old thought it was a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, while menopause is a well-defined and universal experience that marks, the end of women's fertility, andropause can be more ambiguous and subtle and doesn't affect all men. Just ones that look like they belong on a Katie Lang, fan group club, I guess.
Plus, it's called "Stop Being a Bitch."
Andropause is a convenient term that the public could use because many people are familiar with the term menopause. There you
No.
go, Shizzy. I'm sure every man wants to be linked with menopause.
Yeah. No. No.
Androp-
No. I'm sorry. This is not a thing.
oh no, I'm starting a 5K fun run that says "Stop the Pause,"
Stop
and
the
you're gonna have to eat steak and shoot a force multiplier, anything, look at boobs, just I need to bring the T levels in this world up.
Well, somebody got in trouble for that. I'm just
Well, to be fair, I'm less offensive than Andrew Tate. I think I can join the manosphere. I'm more manly than Jack Murphy. I'm just saying I got more street cred.
Yeah, this is true.
Come all lost young men, let Mo teach you about life. This face? Teaching
Oh
you
my
stuff?
Yes. Oh,
Yes, of course. You've had more plastic surgery and used more facial products than I do.
yeah.
And you wear a pinky ring. Who does that? And it's not even centered on your pinky. Why would you have a pinky ring and not have it centered?
Yeah, I wear one ring. That's it. That's like it's like my wife. She was just like, your hands are so huge. I was like, yeah, my I can't even put her wedding ring on my pinky finger. Like it's like I go right there and I'm just like, okay. And she was just like, good Lord. I was like, sweetheart, I'm not I wear a pinky ring. I was like, it's gonna look like, a thumb ring on you. She was just like,
Well, that I finally broke down and resized my wedding ring, and then I proceeded to lose weight. So now I need to get one of those snuggie things because if I'm washing my hands, I'm always terrified, or washing dishes, that it's going to fall off.
yeah.
So, and it even falls off in my sleep, so I have to take it off at night because I've been making my bed and then whoosh, my wedding ring goes flying.
Ding 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 ding. Like, oh,
And then
doggone
the
it.
cats are like, game. And I'm like, I swear to God, none of you cats eat that ring. I become more agile than most female action stars.
I'm just picturing Mo just tackling a cat, get that ring away from him.
They're over here like, Gollum, my precious, you've finally taken it off. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not Frodo. I'm not letting you steal this, some bitch. Be back on Mount Doom like he stole my stuff. 911, this man done took my ring. Well, I was going to destroy it, but yeah, it's the principle of it. I need
Yeah.
5-0.
Fabo, get over here. Mo's calling the local Chinese restaurant going, my cat ate my ring. And they're just like, what do you want us to do? Well, I got to do something
Well, the
with
vets are
carpet.
expensive. Make me a better offer.
I'm kidding. God.
Kidding. I love my cats, even though one... Okay, Loki is a son of a butthole that eats my wigs. And I'm not talking about like gently. I am talking about his poo gets stuck because there are lengths of long synthetic beautiful hair that are attached to his deposits in the litter box. And now that we have one of those mobile litter boxes...
And the cat's like...
So if you hear like a it's because the hair is being forcibly extracted.
Final four pulse.
Look, ever since they took the lead out of the paint, men have become feminized. I'm sorry, that's just a fact.
Fair point.
They want to complain, oh, there's lead in the protein powder. There needs to be lead in the damn protein powder. Have you seen some of the menopause for men? What the hell is that crap?
I don't know, but I'm starting a Fun K run, and I'm going to make a pink and lavender little.
I'm not
thing.
running unless I'm being chased.
Well, so
And even then, I fire back.
So even okay, so you were my wife had to take both the dogs in for their annual physical or whatever, and of course, she's got the Chiweenie, which the vet is like, oh, he's so adorable and everything. He's just like really cool and happy and everything, and just like wanting to play. Well, apparently something to do with anal glands or something like that, and had to be drained. And so my wife, while they were back there doing the checkup, they were just like, oh yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do that. And then comes back, and my wife said the attitude of my dog, or of that little dog, went behind her whenever he tried to call him back out. He just looked and was like, no, I ain't talking to you. Like that was so inappropriate. I did not enjoy the
The
stinky
Chiweenie
bean.
was like, I did not consent to any of this.
Yeah, there was no consent here. It didn't. What said my wife was like, he was pissed. He did not even want to look at the guy. Whoa. He was violated. I know, that's what I said. I was like, well, he was violated. I would do the same. You think I'd want to look at you after you stuck your finger in?
Oh, I pulled this too.
Oh my God.
Okay, Shizzy, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do people this stupid know they're stupid, or do they actually live a more blissful life?
I think they live a more blissful life, but you have to understand, this is from a Russian cosmetologist. You have to understand, this is someone that, puts, you have to listen to the whole story. A young woman went viral on Russian social media after claiming she underwent a procedure to change her eye color during her pregnancy so her baby would be born with the new eye color.
That's not how it works.
Just listen to their explanation here. Did you know there are multiple procedures that allow people to change their eye color? Apart from artificial iris implants, there are laser procedures through which melanin from the surface of the iris is removed, turning brown eyes into blue ones in just 20 seconds. Then there's a new keratitis something, aka corneal tattooing, which relies on advanced machinery and biologically compatible pigments to permanently tattoo the cornea. But these changes can transfer to one's unborn child. Well, according to a Russian cosmetologist, okay, not even a doctor, recently changed her eye color, they certainly can. No, here's what I think happened. Her husband has brown eyes. She has brown eyes. Everyone in her family has brown eyes. And she knows that blue-eyed devil that she was screwing around with, there's a chance that kid's going to come out with blue eyes. And she wants to make sure.
She just covered her ass is all it is.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't got nothing to do with genetics.
My grandmother thought my mom was adopted because they used to do the twilight bursts. And here's my grandma, dark hair, dark eyes. Here's my grandpa, dark hair, dark eyes. My mom's rolled in the little plastic bassinet, and blonde hair, blue-eyed, little pale mom. And I was like, my grandma tried to send her back. She's like, that's not my kid.
That's not my kid. Speaking to a doctor on his popular podcast, this young cosmetologist said she changed her eye color before giving birth so she could have a blue-eyed daughter, adding that she was convinced her DNA would rearrange itself to mirror the changes. Somehow the host of the podcast kept her cool throughout her explanation, but the public roasted her in the comments. I had laser hair removal before I got pregnant, so my children would be born hairless, one woman commented on Instagram. I learned German so that my children would know it from birth and wouldn't have to learn a foreign language. My God, I'm so good.
Почему ты себе поменяла цвет глаз?
Ой, это вообще, это моя...
Those don't even look like a pretty blue. That is...
Those are scary eyes.
Yeah.
Those are demon eyes. I mean... On the plus side, her kid will never talk back because she'll just look at him and he's like, God, I'm terrified. Never mind.
What'd you go as for Halloween? Myself.
I mean, I'm sorry. That doesn't even look natural.
It's white. Her eyes are white. They're not blue.
That's a gray. That would be considered a gray. And I know this because I have different colored contacts, and those would be a gray eye, which is just a very light blue, but not even a good gray eye color.
Yeah, I mean, mm. And that's the thing. It doesn't look natural. Okay, I have blue eyes. You know, they're more of like a bluish gray that sometimes they turn green. They're like a mood ring. My wife
That's
hates
what my
it.
daughter has.
No, I'm serious, because they change color. Just like if I get really pissed off, they tend to turn green. And my wife, you know, she was like, she just goes, "You just have blue eyes." I was like, "Okay, sure." And then
No.
other times they look gray, and sometimes they look really bright blue.
Yeah, Diva's the same way. Her eye color changes. It's either green or it's blue.
Hers
mom
is
has
not
that.
natural. Hers is not natural, and it
No,
just looks wrong. And she looks like she's what was that from Kung Fu?
I'm waiting for it to come out as a hoax. Oh, I was wearing contacts the whole time. I didn't have the surgery.
I mean, they do look like contacts whenever I looked at them.
Well, they're very one-dimensional because there was this woman, I did a story where she changed her eyes from a really, really beautiful amber brown color to this green color, and it was one-dimensional. So the technology isn't there. And the colored contacts are actually pretty good now. So if you do want to play with your look, you can totally do that. But
who did your eye surgery? Crayola?
Probably.
Now, I'm not like a matrixologist, but pig butchering and forced labor camps for crypto, I don't think that's how that works.
Tell me more.
Yes, I'm interested.
Federal prosecutors seized $15 billion in cryptocurrency from an investment scheme known as pig butchering that alleged to emanate from a forced labor camp in Cambodia. Now, the U.S. Justice Department said it's the largest forfeiture action in history. The prosecutors unsealed an indictment Tuesday charging Zhen Shi, a Chinese immigrant who holds several passports and built
Color
a
me shocked.
Cambodian-based Prince Group, one of the largest conglomerates in the country, charging him money with money laundering conspiracies and wire fraud. Now, he still remains at large. In a related action, the Treasury Department sanctioned dozens of affiliates of the Prince Group and designated them criminal organizations. Now, the crackdown comes as investment scams known as pig butchering, named for the price of fattening up prey before the slaughter, have been on the rise and costing millions of Americans millions of dollars. So there's no pigs. I was hoping we would get to the bacon of this.
It is.
Get to the meat of the story.
Is this where my emails have been coming from?
Yes.
No,
No.
the prince. That supposedly is going to be sending me money.
Yeah, but I thought he was Nigerian.
Well,
I
they
mean,
did
he
catch
is
that guy.
banking on Americans not knowing geography. Cambodia can be anywhere.
Well, okay. So here's something people don't understand about crypto. And as much as they might, start go, "Oh, it's all a scam." There are definitely scams out there. Here's the thing. With things like Bitcoin, for example, which I'm assuming this is what they were doing, every single transaction can be tracked. Every single one of those transactions, like the world's largest ledger. Okay. So when you could, because for example, you've got this long digit password or whatever that shows where that wallet is. Now that's how they end up catching crypto scammers, like people that have stole billions or millions of dollars in crypto. Is all they do is they see which wallets they go in. Now they do this thing where they try to wash and they try to send out small bits to a whole bunch of different wallets where it all is tracked. Every single transaction is tracked. You cannot get rid of it.
So, unlike Donna Adelson, we can't just throw these in the washing machine.
No.
I still know nothing about that trial.
God.
I'm pulling out the wig. Donna is roasting Donna.
when these people are trying, and there's been, I'm thinking wasn't some Russian hackers or something like that like threatened to blow up some pipelines or some
Oh
crap.
yeah, unless they
Now,
got
yeah, they got, I don't know, but they got paid in crypto. All the feds are doing is they're sitting back and they're waiting for that one person to try to withdraw any of that. So yeah, you got away with all this crypto, but guess what? As soon as you open that wallet up, they found you. It's just like it's so stupid. I'm sorry, these people are stupid.
Yeah, if you ever get anything, because I know Andrea was hacked, if you ever get anything from me asking you to do crypto, I would like to state on the record, I don't even understand my computer, let alone how to farm nebulous coins out of the internet. So, well, I don't know what you do. It looks like they have a bunch of cell phones playing Candy Crush or something. I don't know how you get Bitcoins. I don't even know what the hell Bitcoins are. So if you ever get a crypto scam from me, just know that I would never endorse one because I don't even understand it.
Yeah, that's not, no, I would not. No. And the thing is like I have a Bitcoin wallet, and I think it posts on whenever my stuff comes up. So you're always welcome to donate to it. I don't think I've checked that thing in like a decade or some crap like that. It's just like it just sits there. I don't even know how much is in it, honestly. It's just like whatever.
Shizzy will check it one day and then he'll no longer be on YouTube.
That'll probably be what happens.
Holy, I am rich.
I'm rich. I had no idea that was on there.
Well, this will be my last episode of
SNL.
See ya.
It just comes out. He just comes out with a new YouTube personas, lifestyles of the Shizzy and famous.
Oh
and
God. That would be me too. I would do something stupid like that.
You'd find wherever Robert Leach is or someone who can impersonate him just like it.
Oh, well, and you were I see if I have that story here, because I saw whenever you were talking about the Nigerian prince, I think we found him. Give me just a second. And I believe it is in this, and I just have to find it really quick, because it came up. Yes, I did find it. Okay. All right. So you were talking about the Nigerian prince. Well, I did find the Nigerian prince. Oops, wrong button. Share screen. Out of the southern,
of course it was you.
Out of the Southern District of Florida, Nigerian national extradited from Poland to face elder fraud charges. There's your Nigerian prince. And I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. A 43 of Nigeria was extradited from the Republic of Poland and faces federal charges of engaging in transactional.
Just where you think a Nigerian would be.
Yeah, exactly. Poland.
That's why you can never find him on Where's Waldo.
Uh-huh.
Well, Mr. Boca, he's charged with operating a transactional inheritance fraud scheme over the course of more than 5 years. He, along with others, allegedly sent personalized letters to old people, falsely claiming that the sender was a representative of a bank in Spain. What? He could have just said a Nigerian prince. He could have pulled this one off.
That'd have been more believable.
Yeah, but Spain? I mean, come on. Victims were told that before they could receive the purported inheritance, they were required to send money for delivery fees, taxes, payments to avoid questioning from government authorities. Yeah, don't fall for these web-based scams. I know it's really easy to think that you're going to get some sort of inheritance from another country because, you thought that your mom was Pocahontas's great-grandmother or something like that. But you're not, okay?
Yeah, to be fair, I was shocked that there was no Kenyan in our 23andMe because I keep getting, those letters like your great-great-great-great-great-grandma was a princess. And I was like, in the Norwegian part of Kenya, just asking for a friend.
Yeah, so like I said, they caught him. They got the Nigerian prince, and he was in Poland selling stuff from Spain.
As you do. Makes perfect sense.
I was confused by that one. I found that earlier this week. I was like, oh, Mo would like this one.
A man fakes complete blindness for over 50 years to collect disability payments. Well, at least he played the long game.
Yes. Yes.
A 70-year-old Italian man stands accused of pretending to be totally blind for over a century, during which time he collected over 1 million euros or $1.16 million in disability payments. The case of a Valencia man who unduly received over 1 million euros in benefits for total blindness over a period of 53 years has once again brought Italy's verification mechanisms for subsidies and disability payments into the spotlight. Did you even have someone going to look to see if he could, like, did you even have a boob test? Like, just have a woman walk in with a lot of cleavage, see if he followed it?
Nobody
oh
saw
no,
it coming.
they did catch him though, and it's interesting how they actually caught him. Because I read this one earlier this week. It's good.
The septuagenarian, whose name has not been revealed, I see you, Chuck Schumer, has been declared completely blind over the last 5 decades following a work-related incident. Since then, he's collected over 1 million euros, but when Finance Police of Valencia Provincial Command conducted cross-checks, something else caught their attention, so they decided to follow him and video record him. And that's how they caught him performing gardening work with dangerous tools and carefully checked out produce at the market before buying it. Now, the officers, in collaboration with their colleagues from the Arenzano company, observed and followed the man over 2 months, gathering evidence that he was not blind. During this time, he was filmed moving effortlessly through the city, doing his own shopping, and visually inspecting produce, paying with cash without assistance. He was subsequently charged by the prosecutor's office for fraud against the Italian state. Now, following their investigation, financial police informed the competency authorities of the immediate suspension of all welfare and Social Security benefits, as well as a tax audit, which resulted in the taxation of over 200,000 euros in illicit proceeds equivalent to income unduly received by the accuser over the last 50 years.
But the interesting part is they couldn't go after the full amount.
No, they could only go after the past 5 years. So while he basically got 45 years clean and free, and he does have to pay this back, but
after 50 years, don't you think they'd just let it go?
No, they're Italians.
This is in Italy.
They're not going to let anything go.
No. Besides, what's the mafia good for? I mean, you just have some guys go talk to this guy and he pays it back, or he finds a pig head in his bill.
No, if he'd have been mobbed up, he'd have never had to lose any money.
Exactly. He would have been just
fair point. You are correct.
Well, a Peruvian bishop is submitted his resignation to Pope Leo after Vatican investigation revealed he was secretly dating multiple women simultaneously.
I was hoping y'all would cover this.
51-year-old Cicero Mr. Lopez here, the Bishop of Julie in Peru, stands accused of having up to 17 secret lovers. Although he denies the allegations against him as part of a defamation campaign by Dark Hands.
Yes.
Lopez handed in his resignation to the Pope last month, more than 2 decades earlier than Catholic bishops usually retire. The Vatican investigation began after investigation by Kevin Moncada, a journalist for the Peruvian newspaper Sin Fronteras, found Cicero or Mr. Lopez had been exchanging explicit messages, photos, and videos with various women. Well, on top of that, he accidentally sent pictures and videos intended for his mistress to his house cleaner, who alerted the Catholic Church.
Ouch. When you send the text message, it says, want to see what's under the robe?
It gets better. A nun who was one of his lovers,
of course,
was jealous of a lawyer the bishop was also seeing and sent information about his affairs to a third one who got into a fight with the lawyer.
You see who ratted him out. All women.
Yep.
No guy would ever rat out this.
No. Peruvian journalist who's been seen in Vatican document on the investigation told the Times it was a real soap opera, but also lifted the lid on a serious abuse of power. Many of the 17 women who were too scared to come forward because they were frightened of him. In April of last year, we received information that one of the bishop's alleged lovers had practically come to blows with another young woman. That was the trigger. The case came to light because the women found out that the bishop was dating.
The Vatican wasn't alerted by the oil wrestling to see who got to go on a date that week, before the liturgy.
Yeah.
I'd say the Vatican has their hands full with other extracurricular activities by the clergy.
They were just like, thank God it was women.
Yeah, thank God it was women.
Well, and they got all ratted out by all women because, well, it's just like, well, if you can't have them, no one can. That was the trigger. The case came to light because the women found out the bishop was dating several of them at the same time, and that infuriated them.
Does he bless all of them before he shoots?
Well, it's believed.
Here's some holy water.
Oh my God.
Now do 10 Hail Marys, and we're going to try the Eiffel Tower for your sins.
Okay. You're gonna have to get on your knees and pray for this one.
One of his girlfriends like, can I have a mulligan? I'm not feeling really good. I mean, an indulgence. Like, I pay you $50, you leave, and I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I don't think it was
that
dark.
ever happened.
Yeah. The thing is I don't think it was dark hands that got him in trouble. I think it was his proclivity to get a little bit of action.
Well, it could have been. She could have been at the,
Well, apparently it's an epidemic
darker persuasion.
because a shirtless priest was caught with a parishioner's fiancée underneath the bathroom sink in an unholy discovery. So he's Father Bitch Tits? I mean,
he's borderline. He's borderline.
He's going through menopause too. Who knew you could be married to the church and still go through menopause? Caress me, Father, for I have sinned. New York Post. I approve of this. A shirtless Brazilian priest was caught hiding the fiancée of one of his parishioners under a bathroom sink, but the clergyman claimed that the woman was only taking a shower. Because that's where you take a shower, hiding in your priest's, sanctuary, hiding from your fiancé.
Well, they were trying to fix the shower. There happened to be a leak in the,
He's the only person on earth that hasn't seen the Hub videos about the plumber.
Yeah, she got stuck. I was trying to help her out.
It's no wash machine, but we made it work. Reverend Luciana Braga Simplico was confronted by a group of angry men inside the parish house for Our Lady of Aparecida Parish as the furious would-be groom unleashed a spirited outburst.
Our Lady of Perpetual Moan.
I bet it was a spirited outburst.
The unholy situation unfolded on October 13th in the 5,000-person town of Nova Morenga in the state of Mato Grosso, approximately 300 miles east of the Bolivian border. Now, the priest, only wearing gym shorts, attempted to leave the room several times, but was blocked by the angry group of men.
Oh.
Now, he was ordered to open the door to the restroom that the mob believed that the fiancé was hiding in. He alleged that he had, snuck the woman into his home next to the church in the early morning when her fiancé was out of town, according to a community blog. This heifer's going to be famous.
Yeah.
Now, the confrontation appeared to shock the priest, who looked confused as he yelled in front of the, clerical clothing that he keeps. Now, who dresses? I never thought we would be in the timeline where priests are doing thirst traps in their Geo Metros.
It looks fabulous.
He's like, I have Ray-Bans.
These are Gucci.
Now,
if Expert could grow a beard, here you go.
Well, he can't. So
I know.
He can't do that one.
So simple knocking and trying to open this door wasn't, doing anything for the enraged fiancé. So he grabbed a stool and broke the door open. unlocked the bedroom. The fiance then ran up and closed another door to the bathroom, which was broken again. Now, inside the bathroom, they found the missing 21-year-old fiance hiding underneath the sink because apparently she was it, and it was, confined. It was this Sarah Boone.
It's hide and
Sarah
seek.
Boone, this is how you play hide and seek. Someone goes and hides,
And then you have to look for him.
you have to look for them.
If he'd have had a suitcase, none of this would have ever happened. I'm just saying.
Oh
Now
my
the-
God.
The unidentified woman was pulled out from under the vanity and revealed to be only wearing a tank top and shorty shorts as she lay on the ground crying. Now, both the woman and the priest have denied any sexual relations. The priest said that the woman was in his bathroom because she needed a shower after a long day of working at the church at 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m. Yeah.
As you do.
She was working at the church.
she was doing
was
God's work.
polishing the
That's what we're calling it
flagpole.
now.
She's polishing the knobs.
This scandalous video has gone viral, causing rifts in the small town. Now, officials in the diocese that oversees this particular church has opened an internal investigation into internal, well, I'm guessing
Sure.
internal affairs. And this is the woman that apparently was just there to take a shower.
Yeah, she could
Traded
come
God
over.
for this hussy.
Yeah, she could come take a shower anytime. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm sure your wife would appreciate that.
Well,
Honey,
it'd just
why
be
is this
spiritual
woman in
counseling.
our bathroom?
I don't know. It was good to look at.
It was like that when I got here, honey.
She said she was a spiritual advisor.
She came to fix the plumbing.
Heard she-
She's pl-
You know that problem we've been having underneath the sink? She's here to fix it.
Now, I saw this earlier today, earlier this week, and I have not seen this, but from what I understand, this doesn't go too well.
But this morning I was in this car accident. A guy cut me off in a truck, big garbage truck. I mean, a garbage truck the size of a whale. I've never seen a garbage truck. It must have been something commercial for like taking away
Because all of the
material from construction or something.
Because
It was
they
the
go
biggest
so fast.
garbage truck I've ever seen. Anyway, I won't go into the details
and they just
now.
pop
I'm
out
boring,
at
but
you.
to avoid hitting him, I hit a tree. I hit a big fat tree and crushed my car, my wife's
Well, at
car.
least it wasn't a
I
producer
crushed my
this
wife's car. I
time.
feel bad.
Yeah.
That's all fine, and I'm fine, and my brother's fine, and blah, blah, blah. Congratulations to everybody on the film festival. Thank you to the
Every
East
time he
Hampton
gets in
Police
trouble,
Department,
he
the town police
talks.
department, for coming to my aid. They came in and we filed a report with them.
It gets better. Gets much
Officer
better.
Gherkin is his name, Gerken.
Gherkin.
Lovely guy. And there was another gentleman there, I didn't get his name, but Officer Gherkin from the East Hampton Police Department. As nice as can be and as
Oh,
pleasant
God.
as can be, but
Oh, God.
Yes. You heard
What is it? On behalf of many of my beliefs and the people that follow that, what is up with you people not changing out the batteries in your smoke detectors? There's a whole lot of you.
Doesn't that annoy the crap out of you? Like that, the annoying sound, it wouldn't be something I would be able to like just ignore.
What's worse is when you're on CNN, you're supposed to be a serious commentator. You're doing it from your house and the damn smoke alarm's beeping in the background.
Exactly. Oh. Okay.
the whole thing. And my wife's car is pretty smashed up. Big tree, big fat tree. And
He's turning into Trump.
Yeah. But it gets better.
I'm going to LA to see my family. Can't wait. Going out to California to gather my family together, spend a few days out there, and then come home.
It's so good.
And I'm still so proud of my wife.
Just obtained exclusive dash cam video showing the moment actor Alec Baldwin crashed his SUV on the east end of New York's Long Island. The video is from the front-facing camera on a commercial truck. You're seeing the truck here making what's believed to be a legal right turn, and then it slows down.
Seconds later, Baldwin's SUV is seen hitting a mailbox and a tree off to the right side of the truck. The actor, an outspoken Trump hater, claimed on social media that he was driving his wife's Range Rover with his brother Stephen Baldwin in the passenger seat. He said he was trying to avoid hitting this truck, so he veered off the road into the tree. It does not appear, though, that anyone was injured.
All right, one of two things happen. One of two things happen. Number one, he was fast enough to go around the truck on the right-hand side. Or number two, he wasn't paying a damn bit of attention to the last minute and then had to dodge the truck.
Yep.
It ain't because the truck did anything wrong.
No, the truck did everything completely right.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: if you're going to make a mistake, because it's going to happen, accidents do happen. Why would you blame a truck for your poor decision? Well, and then the best part is no, we actually have a dash cam of it. He's
yeah.
Yeah, he thought that he should be able to go and do whatever, and the truck probably had its flashing lights indicating it was going to be stopping near, trash cans along the side of the street, probably.
Right.
If you're Baldwin's publicist or lawyer or something, start telling him to shut up after something happens.
Yes.
We've all seen the interrogation video where he goes on and on and on and on and will not shut up. He's doing the same thing here. Anytime he does something that is his fault, he sits there and talks and talks and talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I mean, personally, my favorite movie with Alec Baldwin is World, or Team America World Police. I think he did great in that role. I always loved the ending.
Matt Damon.
I demand a Team America World Police too.
Oh,
yes.
But South Park has kind of got off the deep end, so I don't know that they do a good one anymore.
I don't know. I hadn't watched South Park in a little bit. It's just because I don't have time to.
No, I think it's gotten a lot more TDS this season. I haven't even caught up on old seasons, so I don't know. I've just been looking at different things, and apparently it's been all...
I'll watch the specials where, they're almost like little movies.
Yeah.
I'll watch those. But as far as like watching a regular, just, episodic season, I haven't in a long time.
Well, I don't know whether I'm creeped out or intrigued. Maybe I need to check in with myself like the guy who admitted he had menopause and see what deeper psychological issues this uncovers.
Is this where Kim Kardashian got her inspiration?
For the Merkin panties?
Yes.
Dear God in heaven, what is wrong with that woman? A hair museum show.
The funny part was that Diva found an Instagram reel the other day with a grandma there because she was like, there's none in white or gray, so I made my own.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
I have a story that goes with that, sort of.
Yes.
The Hair Museum, showcasing locks from Marilyn Monroe and other century-old celebs, has closed its doors. You had hair from Marilyn Monroe and we don't have a Jurassic Park full of young Norma Rays?
See?
What the hell is wrong with you?
It's not a coincidence. They close their doors. Kim Kardashian comes out with that line of underwear.
Yeah.
Just saying.
The Greta Garbo, the Charlie Chaplin.
The Charlie Chaplin, God.
Groucho Marx. The Groucho Marx.
The OC Choppers, the dad's full Manchu. Like just...
Mo from Three Stooges.
Yeah. Centuries old wreaths made from human hair filled the walls of Leah's Hair Museum. Why? What in the name of all the weird fetishes that I never knew existed? Why does this exist?
Have you been on the internet, Mo?
Yeah, but this is real life. Someone actually did this. Glass cases overflow with necklaces and watch bands woven from locks of the dead. There are even hair pieces that are purported to come from past presidents, Hollywood legend Marilyn Monroe, and even Jesus. Okay, now I have to see the Jesus wreath. For about 30 years, this hair art collection in Kansas City suburb of Independence attracted an eclectic group of gawkers, including the likes of heavy metal legend Ozzy Osbourne. Now, the museum's namesake, Leah Cahoon,
No way! That is not her name!
Cahoon.
Cahoon?
It's not Cahoon.
I am legally changing my name. This is the name I shall die with.
Cahoon?
I'm going to add a T just for pronunciation.
Exactly. The T is not silent.
Passed away, sorry for your loss, at the age of 92. Now her granddaughter, Lindsay Evans, is busy rehoming all of the morbid hair art. More than 3,000 pieces to museums across the country, including the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York and the National Museum of Women in Arts in Washington, D.C.
Because, of course.
Oh, look, even Ozzy showed up. He said, hey.
But all of these necklaces are made with human hairs. What in the Buffalo Bill what in the Hannibal Lecter am I looking at here?
I mean, at least it's not skin.
Fair point. We didn't go full Ed Gein. Yeah. We did get a little into the human arts and crafts, but we stayed away from grave robbing.
Yeah.
Well,
possibly.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know where the Jesus hair.
You don't know what he did with the rest of it.
We've never been able to find the ark or the cross, but we found his hair.
It was all over the Shroud of Turin.
Every time I come here, I feel her, Evans said on Monday while touring with representatives of the National Museum of Funeral History in Houston. I know where we're going for a chat meetup.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, 2 museums I never knew existed.
And now really want to go. Can you imagine the shot glasses in the little gift shop for the funeral, history museum? I came here, didn't leave in a casket.
I survived the funeral museum.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now she will be left, or the funeral museum was left with 30 pieces. This place is hers, so I feel like this process of rehoming her hair accessories has helped me grieve her in a way I didn't realize I needed. Now, it all started in 1956 when Cahoon, a hairdresser, was shopping for Easter shoes. Inside an antique store, she found a gold frame filled with strands of hair twisted into the shape of flowers.
What?
So you saw a weird, creepy thing and thought, I can do better.
I can put serial killers to shame.
Yeah.
Watch this.
She said that she forgot the Easter shoes. My granddad always said this was the most expensive piece of museum because look what it started. Now Evans is keeping that one for herself. So that's someone's hair.
Some rando person.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some random person. And she's like, I have hair. I can do this.
It looks like they cut that out of an ashtray.
Does kind of look like that.
I'm pretty sure my dad had that ashtray at one point.
Apparently this was a real art form that peaked in popularity in the mid-1800s as women coiled hair of the dead into jewelry or told their family history by entwining the curls of their loved ones into wreaths.
No, they didn't. That never happened.
Can you imagine going to the funeral home? Okay, I'm going to need you to groom her very well because I have a really big wreath I'd like to make.
Well, it's going to be closed casket anyway. So, I mean.
Well, we're going to have the viewing, and then after that, we're going to cut it all off. Okay.
They're like, Gladys, you don't need to really set the rinse and set, okay? We're going to be taking it off to make a lace collar for, Nanette's first communion.
Ew.
But hair out fell out of favor by the 1940s, mostly because people were like, why? Why are we doing that when Polaroids exist? Because, memories were starting to be captured not in hair, but in photographs. This artwork was not celebrated because it was mostly done by women. No, it wasn't celebrated because it's mostly creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If dudes were doing this, if they were taxidermying, ferrets with their wives' locks to make it look like they had luscious hair, I think that we'd also turn away from that.
Yes.
No, we wouldn't. We would laugh hysterically.
To be fair,
Can you
I would
imagine,
buy a ferret with a mullet.
Can you imagine one of Shizzy's squirrels with big, long, golden locks?
Yes.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my God, taxidermy by Mo and Shizzy.
Oh my God. I remember when I took my ponytail off because I had really long hair. So my girlfriend at the time braided it all up and then put a rubber band on it, chopped it off, and then I went and got, a decent, that was whenever I cut it from all the way down my ass to about shoulder length. And I was just like, I think I had it for maybe like
Did you get the Rachel or the Hillary Clinton? I have to know.
Neither.
The Peggy Lipton.
No, I just got it cut shoulder length. See, my hair is got like not heavy curls, but it curls.
Waves.
Well, it's a little more than that because it'll knot up if you don't take care of it.
Oh yeah.
But once it started going gray, I said, no, I'm not going to be that guy that has like the brown hair and then all of it's silver. I was like, no.
Hey, we've all had bad hair choices. As a kid, I decided to grow a rat tail and then had it dyed blue.
Yeah.
Just the rat tail part.
Yeah, of course.
My dad goes, you're cutting that off now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I decided to get a pixie cut, and this was before my boobs grew in, and everyone was like, you have a really nice two boys. And I was like, I'm a girl. Never did that again.
And then the boobs grew out and nobody noticed the hair.
No, but then it was assumed that because I wore flannel shirts, I probably had a Subaru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no, don't even own a pair of Birkenstocks. In fact, that was the one thing that pissed me off about getting CRPS, because I was in Journeys, and the only thing that fit and felt good in there was Birkenstocks. So I call my husband hysterical because I'm like, I am having to spend $100 to look like a lesbian. I was like, $100 GD for a pair of flip-flops created by hippies. You should have just walked out with them and said, no, it's communism. I deserve this more than you do. Well, to be fair, I mean, the guy was like, you get free socks with every purchase of Birkenstocks. I was like, I can't wear socks. And he was like, oh, that sucks. And I was like, I also bought, a pair of Birkenstocks with a little toe loop. So how would I wear said socks with said shoes?
You would be.
We have toe socks.
Yeah.
Those are hideous. Those are the weirdest feeling things. I don't know how anyone can wear those and not feel instantly ugh.
I had a pair of the what are they called? 5-finger shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, those things
once you
are
got
horrible.
used to it, they were actually very comfortable.
Yeah, they are. They're very
perfect for like going to the river or something.
Yep.
Yeah, but they remind me that feet are hidden by shoes, and as an anti-feetist, from cradle to grave.
No, man, I was a ninja.
So defeatist.
You know those ninja shoes were like your big toe and your second toe. I felt like I was wearing ninja shoes.
Yep.
I loved it.
All right. Well, Mr. Mo is reminding me that the gem show will wait for no one. So we have News House Rock for you guys. We've got 2 songs, and no one died in either of them.
Boom.
Yes. Do you want to tell them the story first, or do you want to?
Well, I was going to do the the little like song, and then we'll pull up the stories.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get it shared with you then.
I
'Cause,
attempted to be like on top of things today.
hey,
Why start now?
All right, minimize it down there, and
Extra weird news on the block. More finds and headlines that'll make you stop. When the world gets wild and the headlines pop, Mo grabs the mic, she won't let it drop. What in the Walmart rapture is this? Strange little stories you can't dismiss. This is News House Rock, where the beats don't stop. She drops the groove and the giggles just pop. From headlines bizarre to tales off the chart, News House Rock's gonna tickle your heart. News House Rock, News House Rock. Groove to the headline, laugh till you drop. That's News House Rock.
All right, so our first story is a red-eyed female executive, 61, with a $1.1 million home, decided to attack two Alaska Airlines staff, forcing the plane to make an emergency landing. No more Karens on a plane.
Well, duh, she's feral, obviously.
Them eyes? She decided that these were the Manson Lamps good photos that she decided to take?
well, these are the good photos. You should see the other ones.
Tracy Barkheimer. You've got to be kidding me. She's just a chihuahua. She's one of those evil dachshunds that is really pissed off being short. Because my ex-neighbors used to have a herd of dachshund. And the lead dachshund, the alpha dachshund, used to come in and try to like alpha me on my. I was like, I will drop kick you. I just barked back, and he like went, and then like ran away. I was like, that's right. You don't come to my house.
Mo dominating the dachshunds.
So Tracy Barkenheimer of Washington State was arrested on Tuesday morning on 2 counts of misdemeanor battery at Boise Airport in Idaho. If you don't know Boise's in Idaho, I can't help you. Now, she was a passenger on Alaska Airlines flight that left Portland just after Tuesday and was headed to Dallas. Because Alaskan Airline, you think Dallas.
Yeah.
She began to demonstrate erratic behavior during the flight, allegedly struck 2 crew members who were attempting to calm her down. Now, the mother of 3 was restrained, and the pilot diverted the plane to Boise, landing at 1:43 local time. Flight data tracking showed. Now, police met with 2 victims who requested and signed affidavits for a citizen's arrest. Police Academy Airport Police. Oh my God. I would do it for really only a little bit of money and royalties.
Might do it for free.
I might do it for free and royalties afterward.
Yeah.
Now, the flight resumed its journey to Texas 90 minutes later after the crew underwent a medical evaluation and were cleared to fly. So she backhanded them pretty good. She Will Smithed them pretty good. Now, she is reportedly banned from flying with the airline in future.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh,
She can, well, she's a retired Navy captain and a helicopter pilot, so I guess she could fly herself. If she could just pass that no drinking thing, allegedly in Minecraft. Now, she does live in a $1.1 million home in the small picturesque town of White Salmon.
What?
She definitely drives a Subaru.
there she is.
Wow.
Like I said, she had to see
Grandma, lay off the sauce.
She established a company in 2019 after spending 3 years working as a Boeing's representative. Well, that explains everything. This chick was in charge of safety. Boeing, here's your problem.
We now know why there are screws loose in the door.
In that role, she was responsible for managing the unmanned aviation and strike weapons along with vertical lift programs. Well, her face could use a vertical lift. Don't hire people that don't know how to do it themselves.
Oh, dear.
In addition to having 20 years experience as a defense acquisition professional, she had a background in both aviation and engineering. She earned her bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from State University of New York Maritime College. That's a long way to say DeVry.
It's called online course.
And she got her Master's of Science in Aviation Systems from the University of Tennessee Space Institute.
Oh no.
You know, Tennessee and Space Institute aren't words you think would go together in a sentence.
That's what's so funny. Tennessee has one of the best space programs in the country. And I'm like, we're nowhere near. Like, the closest thing we have to do is
also
space
has the
is...
expert.
Yeah, it's true. The closest thing we have to do is space is Huntsville, where the space camp was. And that's miles away.
Yeah.
So she's Tennessee. Maybe she was thinking, go Vols. Had they lost recently? Was that why she was depressed and drinking?
Maybe after the Georgia game?
Maybe.
I don't know.
If it had been this weekend, I'd totally understand.
Yeah.
On her LinkedIn and Forbes site, it touts how Tabasco is a service disabled woman-owned company. She opened up about her 2-time battle with breast cancer, and last month she took to Facebook to raise money for the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
Which is a local cancer charity here in Knoxville.
So there you go. I don't know if anyone's going to be taking life lessons from this particular internet guru. I trust me better with hot, mess express tips. But we do have a story because, well, why wouldn't we?
Yes.
It's Friday.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Good morning, consultants and chaos enthusiasts. If you're reading your own LinkedIn bio out loud, please place it in airplane mode. Also, if you feel erratic, maybe don't.
PD decks past midnight, flight 157 homes. Seatbelt signs shimmer like suburban slums. One passenger's playlist doubles in pride. Allergies swinging at the crew mid-ride. Calm down isn't corporate speak, but two brave attendants still try to de-peak. Captain calls voice like a lifeline rope. We bank left hard and throttle down hope. All those bullet points and buzzword jets, but altitude humbles executive sets. When the cabin turns courtroom, truth gets loud. Affidavit signed in a pressurized crowd. Emergency landing for your ego, my mayday. Consultant swagger, better jump seat, heyday. Hands in cuffs of consequence at a county gray. I'll lead through the punches, we threw time away. Emergency landing for your ego, my mayday. Crew gets clear, we're wheels up. You can't stay. President of Solutions, never cred. Helicopter pass, stitch to everything you've said. Tabasco heat in your headline glow, but spice on paper isn't grace in a row. Lead with integrity, Facebook post preach. Get your the in-flight lesson we let kids teach. You can score the bleachers for the sideline rage, then headline the cabin like a tiny stage. Your resume's titanium, your choice is tin. All the lift and thrust, but no discipline. When a flight turns fragile, heroes wear blue. Name tags, clipboards, doing more than you. Emergency landing for your ego, mile high mayday. Consultant swagger, meta jump seat, heyday. Hands in cuffs of consequence at a county gray. I'll lead you through the punches, we threw time away. Emergency landing for your ego, mile high mayday. Crew gets clear, we're wheels up. You can't stay. Boys, the lights bloom in the windows rim like a true serum poured to the brim. 90 minutes grounded, med checks done. Pilot sipping coffee like another one. Your future band reportedly brand in flames. Welcome to the spreadsheet of your own bad games. We're airborne south, you're out of frame. The seat feels lighter when we drop your name. You've walked for the fighters, beat cancer twice. That grit is real, that grit is nice. But grace is measured when the cabin shakes. Not in hashtags or charity takes. Respect the struggles, just salute the past. But pain's no passport to swing and blast. If leadership means anything at all, it starts with not becoming the call. Calm, conflict, breathe, uplift, gate, shift, book, cliff. Citizens arrest, signatures crisp. Crew stand steady, you swing and miss. Emergency landing for your ego, mile high mayday. Consult insulting swagger. Met a jump seat, heyday. Hands in cuffs of consequence at a county grade. I'll jig you through the punches, we threw time away. Emergency landing for your ego. Mile high mayday. Crew gets clear, we're wheels up. You can't stay. From white 7 views to Boise at 1. Altitudes mirror showed what you done. We chased the sunrise over Texas clay with a quiet cabin and a safer day.
I feel like Beyonce had this on her country album.
I do. I feel like this is. I'm imagining Beyonce doing this cowboy move. And for our next story, we did cover this yesterday on my channel, but
oh my god,
this is just ridiculous. Don't steal flowers from McDonald's for your wedding.
No.
I stole my wedding flowers from McDonald's. Trolls call me the McBride, and I'm loving it. She's giving the Hamburglar a run for his money. Unwilling to break the bank, but slightly less fussy about breaking the law, one budgeted bride claims to have nabbed her florals for her big day from the home of the Big Mac. As you do. To be fair, I think everyone is owed some flowers, because if you have to pay for extra sauce, that is extortion.
I didn't even know McDonald's had flowers.
I didn't either.
Not mine doesn't. I don't. You must go to the bougie McDonald's. Ballin' on a McBudget, Olivia, an economizing nearly-wed, captioned a trending clip in which she allegedly snipped and clipped hydrangeas from bushes lining the exterior of a McDonald's restaurant, collecting them as wedding decor. Just, please put your crimes on TikTok.
I can't get mad at this.
Frugal foodies across the internet are in favor of the bride pulling a fast one over the fast food chain.
See?
I'm loving it, cheered one commentator using the catchy Mickey D's tagline to fawn over the flower heist. It's a billionaire company. You go, you resourceful queen, raved an equally impressed fan amid a small sea of haters. The public. The public who has to pay now, an extra $15 for their McNuggets aren't loving it because now they have to pay for McLandscaping.
You get like one sauce packet for every 10 nuggets or something.
Yeah. This
so
is
I have no problem with this woman doing this.
Fair,
and
but
then
it's
they
still
want
not
to charge
gonna
you
get
like
the free
$1
sauce
for every
packets.
additional pack.
$1 for sauce pack.
Still, folks who understand the financial sting of wedding planning praise the penny pincher for having nuptials of her dream. Well, the nuptials of her dreams by any means necessary. She's going to walk out of David's bridal like, it's mine.
Yes.
She had the Burger King walker down the aisle. They had the wedding ceremony at the Dunkin' Donuts.
They have the paper crown.
Yes. Yes. It's a tiara.
It's a tiara.
They have some Baja Blast from Taco Bell as refreshments.
Yes. Instead of a champagne toast, it's the frozen Baja Blast from Taco Bell.
Now, robbery is wrong, but engaged pairs often feel that inflated cost of wedding day trimmings, such as floral installations, which typically come with a $3,500 price tag. Although the New York Post, I don't pretend to be good at math, but that is not that number. That would be $35,000.
Yes.
But okay.
Yeah.
No, this is just bougie. She filmed herself.
Yes, she did.
Why are criminals so stupid?
Because we have to have a Friday show. Look, I can't have them getting any smarter. It's a business.
This fits so perfectly too.
Corridor moonlight on the arches, something blue, check something new, maybe later. Something borrowed, hydrangeas by the drive-through speaker. Snip, snip. I wore thrift store lace and a coupon veil. Budget dreams riding on $1 menu rail. The hour was short, the vows were long, and the bushes by the pickup lane smell strong. They want a 3 grand peony parade, but love don't need a florist grade. So I slipped out with a paper bag where the fry guys waving the neon brags. Go! That's it's a common crew, but they weren't there when the rent came due. If romance needs gold and love's counterfeit, I got clippers and grit that's legit. Call me the McBride, I'm loving. Bouquet in my hands from a midnight hit. Golden arches glow like a wedding ring. Hydrangea halos and a register sting. If loving them as much it makes me a misfit, then cue the confetti, I'm loving it. Hit to me, rap. Burglar wishes he could steal the shine. We dance past the menu like a marquee sign. 26 grand for a starter plan. 57K if you're in Jersey land. I won't sell this for a florist fee. I'll take curbside stamps and company. We toss that bouquet by the soda light. Caught by a cousin in a suit too tight. Jail yells a troll with a lemon curl. Resourceful queen says the wiser world. My vows weren't priced by a Pinterest board. They were paid in loss. Who could both afford? Call me the McBride, I'm loving it. Bouquet in my hands from a midnight hit. Golden arches glow like a wedding ring. Hydrangea halos and a register sting. If loving on the budget makes me a misfit, then cue the confetti, I'm loving it. Something borrowed, something bold. Ill-gotten gold from the arches of gold. May and McKees with a fish eat fast. Saying love like this is built to last. We didn't break hearts, just clipped a bloom. Built a cathedral in a drive-thru room. They shout, make prude, I sing. They pout, make smart, my ring. They post, make kiss me, then back to the dance floor, do it again. Call me the McBride, I'm loving it. Bouquet in my hands from a midnight hit. Golden arches glow like a wedding ring. Hydrangea halos and a register ding. If loving on the budget makes me a misfit, throw rice like rain, I'm loving it. Drive-through chapel, dashboard choir. We lit up forever with a fire's fire. If love is a meal, we supersize the 2 hearts, 1 check, and we still pricing it. McBride, midnight petals that fit. We built our bouquet and I'm
Fantastic.
Well, we have come to that time.
Oh, yes, we
of
have.
the show. So they're all wearing Kiss t-shirts, and we have to match the arrestee to their crime.
R.I.P. Ace Frehley.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ace Frehley.
Yes.
Well, let's see. For whatever reason, it's all paled out.
Yeah, do you want to pull it up? Because my
Yeah.
computer's, the white gentleman is
Yes,
Caspering.
second,
I was like, I
man.
don't even know who the second guy.
Yeah,
what
I
is
couldn't.
it?
That is.
I have
that
no
guy
idea why
is
my computer...
white.
I know.
So
As a
just like-
pale spokesperson, like, he's even lighter than me.
Mo,
Yeah,
you need to change the light bulb in your computer.
Yeah, give me just a
Yeah,
second.
I have no idea what's going on.
It's moving really slow over here. Is there something wrong with the interwebs? No, here it is. All right, let's see. Bring this one up. He's still damn white. I mean, okay, I'll share it, but I mean, he is white. There's a reason why it shows so pale.
That's better.
Yeah.
They didn't need to use the flash bulb on him. They
No.
need to use a dark background.
Yes. Oh my God.
All right, let's see. Probation violation, narcotics possession, drunk or driving while intoxicated, unlawful possession of a firearm, and assault. Why do I think unlawful possession is going to be the girl with pink hair of the firearm? She looks like a chick that would brandish.
She's gonna have the firearm? I don't know.
I don't know. I think all of them are capable of all of them. It's the same thing as last week.
I'm not sure she's skinny enough to have the narcotics possession charge.
Hey, the devil's lettuce gives you munchies. That shit
All
is
right.
hard to fight.
No, it says narcotics, not weed.
Fair point.
Well, she's definitely not a meth head, that's for sure.
No. Survey
Well,
says that's a lie.
This is mine right here, but you tell me if I need to change anything around here.
I wonder if the
I'm thinking the
second to
driving while
last, I'm thinking
intoxicated.
he's assault.
Yeah.
You think the last one is assault here?
No, second to last. Second, the white dude.
Okay, that one right there.
So.
No, second to last, you said assault right there. Okay.
Assault, yeah.
And then what? Driving while intoxicated?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Probation violation still?
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, because
I'm gonna change that up there. I think he's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's better.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Damn.
Yes!
Shizzy is a genius.
5 for 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, a perfect score.
And with that, we cannot top that for anything. So we are going to kick you guys out. Also because Mr. Mo has been waiting to go to this gem show. And he's like, I packed your stroller. Like, this man is ready to go. Thank you guys for joining us and, dealing with our ADHD weaponized grade. And I wish I could tell you that there'd be less of that, but this is Friday. So you just skip from squirrel to squirrel to squirrel if you hang out with Mo and Shizzy, because tonight we have our pregame stream, and then we've got the expert. So
yes,
welcome to
FNL will happen. I've confirmed this with the expert yesterday. Still don't know what time.
9:30 is what
I
it
believe
said.
at 9:30.
Oh, we know that's not true.
No, I'm pretty sure it
He's
is.
actually been
No.
doing pretty good.
You don't even understand. Even if it's scheduled for 9:30, it's not starting at 9:30.
Well, from what I understand, he's got a special guest coming on tonight, so he's got it set for a hard 9:30.
Means nothing.
Come on, give the guy a break. He'll
I've
start
been
at like
doing
9:05.
I've been doing
Lady wants a
FNL
hard
for
9:30.
many years now.
That's true. Shh. We're trying to boost him up a little bit here. Stop trying to tear the man down.
Oh, you know what to expect. It doesn't need to be boosted up. It'll be the best time you could possibly have on a Friday night. You don't have to worry about getting pulled over.
That's true.
Yes.
Bring your own beers.
Yes. Bye, you
Or whatever
guys.
your beer.
Yeah, peace. Bye.